Welcome to the Parallel Boys, episode number 66.
What's up, man? What's up?
I already I do want to start. I want to come in a little strong, Turkey.
Okay, go for it.
In this time of life right now, at this point, what makes you happy?
Right now, me?
Yeah.
At this very moment, it really comes down to the fundamentals. Just waking up.
Like, I'm just happy to wake up.
Yeah, in a weird way. Yeah, just wake up. Just do it day by day. I don't know, because when I was small, when I was a little kid, I didn't see it like day by day. It's weird. It almost felt like a never-ending movie. Like now, it's a little slower, but it feels like it makes more sense to me now. What about yourself?
What makes me happy every day, honestly, fuck, I think I'm in the same boat. It's because like I was thinking about the answer, but you kind of changed my answer as you were talking. Because I was very inspired about, I went to go see the Bob Marley movie last night. And then this guy, he died from cancer, and, he didn't want to, like.
I think he was murdered.
No, he wasn't murdered.
I think he was, though.
No, he there was attempts of him getting murdered.
I think eventually he was murdered.
No.
You know what? I got a controversial topic on. A controversial take on cancer. I think cancer. It's an energetic illness.
It's an illness.
It's an energetic illness, and it's passed down through generations. I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for that, but when you're in a tough area, like if you're born in a rough situation, your body almost accumulates that, almost like like fat people like me, you just absorb for like years, and it's really just your fucking like inner fucking turmoil in a way, It's similar. The way I see it, it's similar, but it's lethal. You know what I mean? But I do feel like it does have of course, it has a molecular connection to your body. But I just feel like we're just looking at our bodies as material, and we're not looking at the fundamental, the core of how things work into existence. Because, again, we've talked about this so many times on the podcast, where our world, we think our world is everything we see, but what about the things we don't see? What's the inverted? And I'm not even talking about looking into yourself and discover your fucking inner dragon or whatever the fuck you're talking about. I'm talking about really what is on the micro, that creates our macro, our world. And that's what I'm saying. I do feel our this is why I feel like my soul, my essence is not really my body. It really is the best way I can explain, when there's a Play-Doh and you put your hand into Play-Doh, your soul is your hand and the Play-Doh is the world. So you know what I mean? You
I'm trying to follow you because I'm looking at.
You're putting your hand into the Play-Doh, but the Play-Doh is the one making the shape from your soul, right?
Oh, I see. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's again, I know it's controversial because everybody in the world wants facts, right? You want facts, but I don't think we're ever gonna move forward if we just focus on facts. There has to be some sort of almost like a creative look at it as well. You can't just it's almost like you cannot close your mind just because we don't have the facts.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck are you gonna find more facts if you're not open to the idea of developing new facts?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know much about cancer, to be honest, but I was just talking about Bob Marley, dog.
Yeah, he got toe cancer, no? Or some shit.
Yeah, he got toe cancer. There was attempts. There was attempts to kill him because at the time he was doing a concert.
Yeah, because he was a similar figure to what he was, kind of like a MLK for Jamaica in the Caribbean, and he did come over here, right?
Yeah, he came. He actually moved first to
New York?
UK first.
Oh, okay.
And I think from there he worked his way over here.
Yeah, I don't know much about him.
And actually, he left Jamaica just because he wanted to be free from he wanted to keep his family safe.
Yeah,
because they were after him because he was all about peace and love and shit, and everybody was like, "Nah, dude, fuck this shit."
Dude, that's the other thing.
And now actually, my next question, but go on.
But that's the other thing too. Usually, when a lot of people spread love, like they think he's fake. He's not really himself. Of course, he's gonna be a human. You know, like he has human traits, right? But like, it's almost like the way I see it is like, have you seen Inception?
I saw it. I just never got it.
You know how there's a point where he explains where like once the mind knows you're an intruder in the mind, they'll come after you. Like it's almost like the Matrix, like the Agent Smiths. Like once they know you're not part of that reality, they're gonna come after you like cancer.
Sniff on you.
It's almost like that. It's almost like that. Like every time someone wants to talk positive, they always want to attack them. Like you're not really like that. You know, you're fucking you're fake. You're an imposter. You know what I mean? Like it almost feels like a virus going after that one white cell, right?
Yeah. I see what you mean.
So this is what I'm saying, like the micro to the macro, right?
So, but I mean, like when you say that, like people are attacking this good, like they're attacking good because this good is too bad for them.
No, because their environment has been a specific thing that they grew up in, and eventually that person had to give up that good in them to become. Because they realize it's like us. We grew up in the hood. I'm pretty sure there's been some situations where you could have just gone this way, right? Because you could have listened to the wrong people, but it's just people telling you to do that shit because they've done it, and they think how are you fucking, how are you what makes you different? That you know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it becomes like this resentment. You know what I mean? And they almost want to put you on their side, like show you like, no, this is reality. You know what I mean? Like, but you don't, if you don't think that way, you don't think that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it again, like if you put a positive person in a horrible environment, eventually
that person is the bad vibe.
Eventually he's going to cave in to become part of the tribe
because he has to
fit in, or he does the other way where he's like, fuck this, but now he's exiled from that. You know what I mean? Like now he's pushed away from that. You know? So it's a negative and a positive kind of, you know?
Yeah. But negative and a positive.
Like in energy wise. Yeah. Like that's the only way I could really explain it. Like, you know what I mean? Like in terms like I feel like we could understand, like it's weird how these things really kind of do happen at the molecular level. Like when you see like certain energies attract and disattract, or not attract at all. I don't even know if disattract is a word. My bad. But but like no. But it's like they either they're gravitated towards it or not. You know what I mean? And then you see that like with humans, right? It's almost like every herd of humans has a specified frequency that people are attracted to or not attracted to. You know what I mean?
I think those are personality traits then. Because I mean,
I know, but what I'm trying to say is like, you could say personality traits, but what I'm trying to say is that they almost become a hive in itself. Like they want to protect their you know, their honeycomb or whatever. I don't know what it's called. The hive where they hive with the queen.
They're hive.
Yeah, it's like a hive, right?
And then get the queen bee.
Yeah, that's why when they see an intruder, they all attack them because, like, hey, this person does not belong here, and they want to protect their queen.
Is there something you protect like that?
My room.
Yeah.
I'm a hornet, bro. When it comes to my room, like, like, hey, see a fucking Lalo in here. Let me fucking sting him a couple times until it leaves. Huh?
Oh, you poked me in the stomach one time. That shit fucking hurt to like eternity.
Yeah. Hey, what were you gonna say before that?
I want to say because I was like again back to the Bob Marley movie, and I don't want to get too deep into it.
No, get deep into it. You wanted to come into it.
Besides,
you wanted to come into heavy.
Well, I already did. But besides the fact that I saw the movie, and actually it was a pretty good movie. Apparently, also Minota and AC's Best was saying that it didn't get good reviews. But I think at the point it's not about good reviews or anything. I think it was just about a message. All this dude,
you gotta also think about like the biopics from like Hollywood. They're all like there's definitely parts to there's parts that are exaggerated or taken out completely or just like they're falsified.
Yeah,
just to make the narrative of the movie.
Yeah, I think this movie was great. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the most. I mean, I wouldn't be like, hey, go see this movie. I mean, if you go watch it, it's a good flick. If you're not, then you're not. What I would say is that what I took from it, like, because was what I was coming to, we're like, I think I've heard about. I think we've all heard about Marley throughout his music, through many points in time in our lives, and there's no way we could avoid it if you go down Venice Beach or anything like that. But what I'm trying to say is that that the message to me was like, like this guy fucking reunited two fucking political parties together, at a concert, and there was like, he became an idol. Like, I was wondering, do you think America needs someone like that now, or is it just too hard? Is it harder now?
You want my honest answer?
Yes,
I think they need multiple people like that. I don't think the fact that they put all this pressure on just one person is
no,
insane.
of course you shouldn't. But I think we need someone to do it first, right?
Yeah,
I don't think no one ever steps up like that anymore. I think people just go behind the social media and just post something and think it's okay.
The reason why there's so much turmoil in the world is politicians.
Yeah.
I don't I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, it just shows you, like, it's weird. Like politicians are showing you that they're so horrible at their job. Like, the point of being a politician is to be able to talk, to be the person to represent a nation, to go talk a situation out. And if they can't do that, that means they're doing the worst job ever at that. They're the most horrible person to do that. Even if they're smiling in your face and they have a good track record.
Well, the thing about politicians with me that's always been like a big thing for me is that they don't even speak for themselves. They don't. They just have their face, and that's what they use.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're not. They become a model, and by a model, I just mean like they're like a preset, and they're like they're what a politician is. But what I'm trying to go back to is, like, it just shows you how bad these people are at the jobs.
Yeah.
The fact that we have to go to war because two politicians can't talk it out for you, that just means that the problem's at the top. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like why do the people have to suffer? You know what I mean? Like, people are suffering, you know what I mean? Because people at the top, can't talk to each other.
Yeah.
And that's the reason you elected them. Because they have to be the representative of your nation, your city, your neighborhood, whatever the fuck it is. And they can't do that.
Right.
Get them the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Like,
I think I've seen more gangs unite than fucking politicians.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, look what happened in Mexico. The government failed them to the point that there's fucking drug cartel factions now. They govern themselves.
They build their own roads.
They're doing more than the government has ever done.
Yeah.
That's the most perfect example about it.
That's
what happened. That's a lawless country.
Yeah.
The reason it runs is because there's so much money in it. Like, there's so much tourism and all this bullshit. But everybody knows who runs Mexico. It's the cartels. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking, like, all these politicians, if they wanted them dead tomorrow, they're dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wonder. I mean, never mind. I'm not going to say it. I was going to go dark. But, yeah, dude, I was just like, that's the reason why I was thinking about that movie. It's like, oh, actually, she hit the spot there. Like, I don't think movies always have to be a certain, I mean, it's cool. They are, but like, it had a good message, and I enjoyed it. So,
and the only reason I said that, the whole thing about, like, they exclude things and they add things that are not that never happen and to create the narrative. They create a movie because that's what they just buy the IP of the person, like intellectual property of that person, and we make a movie about it. You know what I mean? They don't care. And the reason I brought it up is because I was watching Napoleon yesterday, and they did the same thing.
Oh yeah,
like the character was so off.
That like backshotting everywhere,
and then. Yeah, Lado walked in on the back shoot. On the back shots. You know what I mean? He was back shot.
I walked into Turkey watching Napoleon, and he's like, I don't know. I've never seen him sit Indian style. And he was Indian style. And he was watching a movie. Like he looked like a little kid just enjoying the movie.
I haven't watched I haven't really sat down and watched a movie like that in a while. But it was bad. It was a pretty bad movie.
Oh, you haven't seen it before? I thought you like rewatching it or something.
I've never seen it. No, that's the new one that came out last year.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dude, they got his character so off. Like it was insane, and like, there was a lot of things that I don't think matched up to that time either. A lot of again, like I said with the other example, it's like they either take a lot of stuff out that just don't connect the right dots. It just feels like a lazy storytelling, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got so much to work on. Like, it's Napoleon, one of the greatest fucking, you know what I mean? Like, people in history. One, you know, like, you know, not, you know, to some he was horrible, to some he was the best. You know.
Actually, hold on. Let's answer this. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Hello?
Bueno,
Hey, who's talking to us right now?
who is us, first of all?
First of all, you're on the Parallel Boys podcast with Turkey and Lalo, and we're talking to Oso Mayor here. I want to say happy birthday to Brian. Happy early birthday, Brian. Sorry, I got this.
Thank you.
I couldn't ignore your call since we're podcasting right now. We're like, I gotta say, give him shout outs.
I gotta put him on speaker or what?
No, we have you
Hey,
on.
it's your birthday today?
We have you on the Bluetooth.
Hey, it's your birthday today?
It's his birthday on Sunday.
Tomorrow.
Hey, happy birthday, man.
Tomorrow? What the fuck?
Yeah.
So it is the 18th.
Tomorrow's the 17th, sir.
So is it 17th or the 18th?
17th.
Bro, you always do this every fucking year. He always changes his birthday on me, and I can never remember his birthday.
Dude, it sounds bad. Like, it sounds. Yeah.
Hey, do you have us on your Bluetooth or do you have us on your headphones?
On speaker.
Oh,
I'm driving.
Yeah, that's what it sounds.
yeah.
It sounds a little choppy.
Yeah, but I just really wanted to answer. I'll have to call you back, but I did just want to answer your phone call and give you a birthday shout out on the podcast.
Shout out to Brian. Also, Mayor.
Okay. Thank you. What up?
All right. So I'll give you a call within like 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Good hearing from you.
Hey, happy birthday, man. May you have
Thank you.
May you have like a million more. You know.
Damn.
If you could only see my wink, you know.
More birthdays?
Yeah, a million more birthdays because you're gonna be bionic by then.
Dang.
All right, Papa Chulo. We'll catch up in a bit. Bye.
All right. Bye.
This guy's way worse than you. Like,
What do you mean?
I call him and I call him and I call him. He don't fucking pick up. And me and AC's best always call him. And dude, it's not hard to pick up a phone and be like,
No. But I told. Can I defend him?
Can I finish?
All right, go for it.
All right.
Keep attacking him. By the way,
I get the fact.
attacking
I
him.
get the fact that you're busy, but you can't be like.
No,
there's
it's
not
not about
one
that.
minute.
it's not about that.
There's not 1 minute while you're scrolling through Instagram or Facebook or whatever the fuck you
It's
use
not about
nowadays
that, bro.
to reply. Hey, I'm sorry, I missed your call. I'll call you as soon as you can. Like, does that hurt? Does that hurt? I still love you, Brian, but still,
All right,
I need you to hear this.
Can I defend him?
All right, here we go.
Oh, so check this out, man. Brian's the type of guy. He's super independent. You know what I mean? He's the guy. He's kind of like me in a way, where, like I'll get to you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, he's a cat personality too. You know, he's like, if he doesn't want you to, you know, like.
But
to-
I think if I was just to call him,
frustrate
I think
him.
if I was just to call him once,
yeah, but like
it could be months.
No, but
and
he's-
he won't
he-
reply until like months. And
he's the
I
guy.
have to bug him so he
Yeah,
can at least
no, but
reply within the 2 weeks.
He needs his space. There's people that just need space, bro. It's nothing personal against you. Don't.
No.
This is not all
No,
about you,
it's
you know,
not, no.
or AZ's best. This is about the individual, and you as a friend should pick up on that. Like, all right, like let me give him a space. Drop him a text, like, hey man, I'm thinking about you. Like, just give me a call back. You know, like that's what it is. You know, he's a grown ass man.
Yeah, he's a
You know,
grown ass man. I
has
think
a
it's easy
family.
to reply.
He has a family. He has a career, and you got to respect that. And he's really independent, by the way. I don't know if I already said it. You know,
No, I don't think you have.
Hopefully, I'm
I
not
think
kissing his ass with this. You know, but you know, that's how he is.
You kind of you're kind of tasting the ass right now, bro.
I went a little too far with saying it twice, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, just and that's the thing. People change, and not in like it doesn't have to be negative. It's just like people just need more space sometimes, and just they'll get to you when they get to you.
Yeah.
Like right now, he was like really happy. He wanted to call you.
Dude,
So that's I'd rather have somebody call me when they're happy than you know what I mean.
I mean, at least if you're not in a good mood, say you're not in a good mood. Hey, I'm not feeling it right now. I'll call you later or something.
see, but that's
At
okay.
the point when you're mad at somebody, when not mad, but you can be mad at, and I can ignore you.
Okay, but
it's
now
gonna feel personal.
But let me get to the point. Like now, you could talk to him about that. All right. So now you figure it out with him. I'm like, hey, this is what I feel. Like he's gonna be like, all right, you know what? I'll probably reach out more.
You think I have not talked to him about it?
Yeah, but I mean, that's what being a friend is.
Look, I didn't mean to put him on the spot here on this podcast, but I just thought that
this fucking turned into Dr. Phil really quick. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I should watch those Dr. Phil.
Nah, I heard he's only funny with a Dr. Phil though.
Yeah, Ray Adams is really funny. Ray Adams as Dr. Phil is the most funniest shit I've ever seen in a while. His this natural his comedy stand up, it's good. It's just not punchy as good as his fucking Dr. Phil.
Hey, Brian Osamayor, I got your back, dude. Don't even worry about it. If you don't want to call me like in 5 years, I totally understand, bro. I get it. But as long as I know you exist and you're good, that's all that matters to me.
That's the problem, huh? You just want to know he exists. Huh?
Yeah, as long as he's breathing and shit. Yeah, that's important.
I mean, he's gonna live a million years.
Of course,
You already said it. I mean, I don't think that's gonna be changed now.
Yeah.
I mean, we got another million years to catch up then.
Yeah. Sometimes people are years ahead of us, bro. You don't even know sometimes.
In the head or
whatever.
Well, I was gonna save the birthday shout outs to the end of the podcast, but since he did chime in, I might as well just tell him happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday,
Love
Brian.
you, bro, from this podcast to forever and beyond. I love you. And I'm pretty sure Turkey loves you too.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Thank you for always being so kind when you are kind.
He's super kind.
And thank you for
dude, and that's the thing about him. Look, he might not seem like don't take this wrong, Brian, but like he might not seem like reliable. But he is extremely reliable.
No, he is not. I know.
He comes through when he comes through when he. But that's what I'm saying. He reads on the things. Like if he finds out of something, like if you're going through something, he's gonna come to you.
No, I know.
He's gonna call you.
No, I know.
His little Oso ears are fucking pointed up and shit. But that's the important thing. You know what I mean?
No, I mean that's the reason why I just like to give him shit.
I get it. Sometimes you want to hold this little bear paw. You know what I mean? But like you can't hold this bear paw your whole life, bro.
I do want to hold his little bear paw. Sometimes I just want to
yeah.
just cuddle up with him, dude. Like and just.
I got you, Brian. I got you, dude.
I want to cuddle up with him and just tell him
on this
how
podcast.
My day was.
Brian, on this podcast, no one's ever gonna fucking attack your character, bro. As long as I'm on here, all right.
Well, you know what, dude? You're fired. You're fired after today.
You just fucking fire me just to talk shit. And
you're fired after today. But yeah. Other than that, like, it's I think again just to start it off. Happy birthday, Brian. Love you and thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a long distance friend as well. You're a little bit of both, but I love you all. Other than that, okay, we're back to what the world needs and Napoleon not being good of a movie by her.
Yeah, they didn't portray him well.
Yeah.
But lately, I think that's what's been happening with Ridley Scott, the director. That he's been directing all these movies. Dude, look, okay, biggest example when he made Gladiator, if you look at the story, is not all accurate. But the fact that the movie was made fucking good. Like, if you look at the movie now, it's a good fucking movie.
It holds up.
You could kind of oversee the historical, like, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a fucking word for it. Like, the misinterpretations of historic events. You know what I mean? You could see, you could oversee it because it's a good story but this movie was hard to watch.
Yeah,
like it was sometimes cringy. Like,
I'm not gonna lie though, that little backshot scene like was actually pretty crazy.
I mean, this fucking.
I really hope that something like that. I hope he was that down. Like,
I mean,
you know,
it's
like,
late 17th century France. They used to get down like that, bro. Like they used to
Frances.
buck shorts. You know what I mean? Buck shorts.
I like how you actually do the thrust, you do.
Buck shorts. You know what I mean? Dude, it's funny. Like you see people so elegant back in those times, but and then you realize, wait, we're still archaic, right? We're still animalistic. You know what I mean? We still fuck. We gotta fuck to fucking.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're animals. We're similar to animals, but I wouldn't go to the full extent that we are animals.
See, but animals just fuck whatever is around. Right?
Yeah, some humans are like that too. You know?
some humans are like that.
Yeah, usually, in the old Indian tales, like they used to say, like, because they believe in reincarnation. So they used to say, like, usually the people that are cursed with those things in like life, it just means that they're close. Which is fucked up. This is just based on it. You know what I mean? Like it's like they think that they were closer link to an animal in their past lives. Before they came into this life.
I think I was linked up more to an animal.
That's what I'm saying, because sometimes you feel animalistic, right?
Oh, okay.
I
think I was like,
but again, these are up for interpretation. Like, and again, I don't want to go into it too much because it does kind of like morph itself into like a religion, the Hindu religion. And I'm not talking shit about it. I'm just saying, like, if you do believe somewhat in the reincarnation concept, you will eventually almost think of. You almost have to bring that up in a certain way, like ways. So you could be reborn as an insect, as an animal.
I wouldn't want to be an
as a
insect.
plant, or like whatever, So, because it's reusable energy, right? Like, it's like that. There's a saying in science or some shit like not all if it, like that energy, like if your energy now, like you're not gonna dissipate, you're gonna go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, this energy of Lalo is not gonna disappear. It's gonna blend into what energy is, and that's what I'm saying. It goes back. It kind of goes back full circle.
There's just so many people in this world. I don't think all energies go through though.
But sometimes you do see some people, and you're like, damn, you do look like a dog. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like that thing where like people
sometimes like there's like people like no, because like and again, this is getting into a controversial subject, but like sometimes you
like to be controversial today.
Sometimes you do talk to people and you feel like, wow, there's really nothing in there, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they're like so empty. You know what I mean?
Like turkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, you're not empty, bro. I think you have a great heart.
Hey, do you? I'm not saying you believe in it, but do you almost? Do you think there could be a possibility of reincarnation?
For me?
Yeah. From your perspective.
I mean, I will hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if I do come reincarnated, if I was to choose something, I definitely want to be a bird.
A bird?
Yeah, I want to be a bird. It could be like something that travels all the time, something that just moves.
Yeah.
That's just not in one place.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a plant. I'll be fucking bored to death if I was a plant.
Well, you don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying if I was to choose.
You don't fucking know.
But if I was to be, if like, let's say a higher power was to choose what I'm supposed to be next beyond what I've already lived, I think most likely they'll put me as an ant. They probably put me as an ant. Yeah, like a little, like, but like the king ant, like next to the.
There's no king ant.
Oh fuck.
There's only a queen.
But you see, I'll be the first king ant. Why can't I be the first king ant?
Dude, there's no gender roles here, dog. I mean, actually, gender roles. Like you have a queen, and then you have the. I forgot what they're called. They're not a hive. They're a pod.
The prospect.
No, they're called a pod.
The
pod of ants. I don't know. They have a specific word. Every herd. I mean, every group of animal has a specific word to identify them.
Yeah, they have a specific word, but I wonder what they call themselves. They're probably the king anyway.
There's no fucking king ants, bro.
All right, dude. I'm gonna be the first king ant, and that's it.
I think you've been watching Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Too much.
Oh, dude, I did watch that.
That was a good movie. You know where they shot most of the ant scenes?
No.
In the big studio in Mexico City.
Oh, the one that we talked about.
They have like a huge a lot in Mexico City.
What movie was that we were watching that they actually part of the movie was that he's an actor and they go down there.
I forgot.
We watched it not too long ago. It was on Netflix.
I forgot.
But yeah, dude. Other than that, new Kanye album. Thoughts?
It feels like the same album.
Really?
It feels they all have like their distinctive tones, but like it overall like his every song kind of sounds identical, kind of.
I think it's
similar, not identical, similar. You know,
I think it's coming. I think he almost got his charisma back. I mean, I'm not saying it's a great album. I just think it's something I can listen to now. Like a song, there's a song and two in there that actually stick to me. Than the other albums he's been putting out since Pablo. Since what's it called, Pablo?
Yeah, I think the other thing too, he loves doing like 20 tracks at once. And for me, I kind of like going back to like the 8, 10, maybe 12. But like 12 was already like a bonus for me. Like it's, oh shit, you get 2 more songs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But like the only reason I say that is because you get to focus more time on those couple songs. And they stand out more a little bit.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's always my controversy too. With
is that
with
too
albums.
much of a purist approach to it, or like?
No, I think you're right. There's albums that
because sometimes I feel like in those type of albums, like he just creates songs as fillers or he just extra songs that just came up and he didn't really give it too much attention.
I think what it is there's a lot of songs that he made that just
But I will tell you this.
Work around them in the future. And
I will tell you this about Kanye though. Like his tone always evolves. Like his tones, like his way of that might sound confusing what I said earlier about them sounding similar. He just has his own sound, and I guess
exactly.
You just know who Kanye is with his songs.
Yeah.
But I like the way his tones have evolved. They've gotten way darker though, like compared to like the beginning. Like beginning. Yeah, it was controversial topics. Like he would rap about controversial shit, but like his music was always light. You know what I mean? Yeah, his music was always light. So there was always a balance, and then somewhere in the middle, like 2009, 10, it started becoming a little darker, and then now we're like Yang Kanye. Before we're like Yin Kanye, now we're Yang Kanye.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
I just hope he's all right, man, because I know he's going through a lot of shit too, and
I know, yeah.
He went through a divorce. Now he's married again.
He's married again. Dude, that was quick, dude. He got married again. Dude, I think
his cover's on the. His wife is on the cover.
Yeah,
that chick that's on the cover.
I know. And then he had like a Jason mask.
Oh, I didn't know.
For the promotion.
I didn't see that.
But there was a couple of interviews he did. Like
I didn't get the vulture theme though. Like I didn't get that. Like the vultures. Like I don't know if he was trying to link it to like the German family, link to the Britain family, like all these. I don't know if he was trying to do something with that subliminally, but like I didn't understand the vulture concept. I
think it was a single, right? It was a single, the Vulture single.
Yeah, there's a song called Vultures, but I mean,
the
like,
album is not called Vultures, right?
Yeah, his album it's called Vultures.
Okay, because I think Vultures Volume 1. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, like the emblem.
Yeah.
Like the emblem, he got it from. If you look it up, it's called. And like it kind of like reaches up like this weird conspiracy, like
yeah.
Yeah, it's not for this podcast though. You know what I mean?
Why not?
I don't know if you want to hear that. You know what I mean?
Fuck it, you get into it.
Nah, I don't want to.
No, I mean I'm just saying. Oh, your team won the Chiefs.
Not my team at all. I just said like they're just the favorite right now, and I just watch it because of that. 49ers. I mean they.
Do you? Okay, I'm not like we're not football fans or American football fans, but do you really think it was given to the Chiefs because of whole Taylor Swift shit?
I think that's the narrative that's being thrown around. But there is like some weird. I think it's because there was some weird conspiracy about like. Okay, it started with like the logo tone, the logo color tones.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How they said that weirdly, like when every time they announce the logo with the color tones, somehow the colors match the two lasting teams at the final. And it was sort of happening with this year until the semifinals, and then it changed from there. It's almost like So if it was a so
you're saying like the logo, the LV shit, like if it matches like the teams.
So this year it was like purple. It was dark purple, red.
Mm-hmm.
So the conspiracy was that they were saying Ravens and either Chiefs or 49ers final.
Oh, okay, because of the same colors.
And weirdly, those teams kind of went to the top. You know what I mean? This is why they got pretty far. But that's what I'm saying. Like, and now people are saying, well, I think they caught on, and they're like, let's change it because too many people are assuming this. So again, if you want to feed into the into the conspiracy side of it, it almost makes you feel like they changed it last minute to avoid that suspicion, or it was just a crazy coincidence. But this is where the crazy part comes in. Like previous Super Bowls have matched. This is why they're saying in the last couple of years they kind of have matched, and they're like, this is a little sus.
No,
you know what I mean?
I honestly I don't even look at I don't look into conspiracies because you're
too busy fucking busy and fucking living your fucking vida loca.
I'm too busy living my life, bro.
Yeah, and what? Just go to work and then come home
and I watch real football.
That's his life. That's more important than what's fucking manhandling the world right now. You know what I mean?
By the way, I know it was a sad tragedy what happened afterwards on the Chiefs parade. There was a what's it called? Active shooter.
Oh, I didn't know that,
bro. And apparently, I think they were kids, bro.
Yeah, I had no idea about that.
You didn't know? Oh shit!
I don't know.
Well, that fucking sucks. So, my condolences to those families.
But see, that's the thing. Like, okay, like going back to what you said, like you don't care. You don't want to. I'm not digging at you personally. I'm just saying, like as people, like they don't like digging into stuff because they don't want to worry about it. But when something like that happens, then people want to worry about it. You know, that's kind of like I'm like, and again, I don't want to make everybody instantly paranoid, like because it does kind of like trigger this thing in you where it makes you look like you're paranoid about everything that's happening in the world.
Yeah.
And there is like, if you do too much of that, it will there will be like a unhealthy imbalance. But at the same time, if you don't look into those things, then things happen. And then you're like, why did this happen?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're stuck in this fucking, a cycle where we're like, well, we just weren't the signs there, or like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this weird shit is going like happening behind closed doors, and like this, it's pushing towards like this. I don't know.
You got to rattle it. You got to little rattle. You think you lost your point.
Yeah.
I think I was just trying to say like, hey man, I fucking sucked, and
So it's just better to be blind and just live your life. You know what I mean? Blind and live your life.
Just live your life blindly. Like if
just live your life blindly, and then
if someone's getting attacked in the street, don't go save them.
Live your life blindly and only worry about things when they come up.
Yes,
that's how we're living life right now.
Well, actually, that's a good way to.
That's like being in a marriage and be like, how did I get divorced? As a partner, it got there somehow.
Yeah,
the reasons why it got there somehow. It's like saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I get divorced? Why did she take the kids? Why did this happen? All right, this is controversial turkey in the building. Turkey. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. You were doing the Kanye, huh?
Yeah. I was like, Kanye.
Yeah, I ain't do it. That's a good way to take it. I mean, but that goes with anything too.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like there are organizations in this government that are made for that, but like CIA, DIA, whatever, all these fucking enforcement, FBI, like. But at the end, like, what's the point of having these fucking organizations if it's like the FBI, the whole FBI with the child trafficking thing. They know it's going on.
Yeah.
But they don't act on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's weird. They know this shit's going on.
Yeah. It's like when you like Don Figueroa, they have all those prostitutes.
Same thing with this with the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency. They know like there's fucking tons of fucking drugs coming in and out of this fucking country. And What's the fucking point of funding all these fucking programs? If they're not doing shit. They're just collecting information, but information for what? That later they can't even use in superior courts and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it goes back to the top, politicians.
Hey.
Too much fucking turkey. Turkey's turned up today.
Fucking full circle, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Fucking full circle, huh? It's just life is not meant for.
Hey, I might as well just take out your eyes, huh? You want to live blind?
Is that what you want me to live?
Yeah.
Blind? Why do you want to take
Nah,
blind? I don't. Hey, dude. I honestly, it's like someone told you, like, pop an eye out for me. Like, will you do it?
Fuck no. Only if I really had to. Like, if I had to save your life or something, I'll do it.
Like if I had a spider in my eye, inside my eye.
Huh?
I don't know. It's like save my eye.
No, like I said, if I had to save your life or something, like I would take an eye out.
Oh, I saw the other day, the last Saw.
Are you just gonna fucking brush that under the rug? Like you never heard that or what?
What? Oh wait, you trying what?
See, that's what I mean. He's living the blind life.
What am I missing?
You never mind. It's cool.
All right, I don't know. I'm missing something, but yeah. Other than that, yeah, that's because you brought up like taking out an eye. I was like thinking about Saw, how like they put them through all these taxes, like to like if in order for you to live, you have to cut your arm and shit. I was thinking about maybe if I have to remove my eye to live, you know, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at that point you have to make that decision. You wanna live?
Hey,
or
but
you wanna
honestly,
die?
at that point, if I'm gonna have to suffer I'm gonna suffer anyway. Might as well just die.
You know, but you're forgetting the theme about those movies. The thing about those movies, it is torture porn, but like it's also
torture porn.
That's what it's called, torture porn.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know.
It's a type of movie. Well, it's not it's not an official like genre. Like they call it torture
like people
porn.
who like watch people getting tortured and shit like that.
That's what they call it. It's like torture porn.
Yeah.
Like, and what was I gonna say?
Yeah,
you fucking interrupted me.
What? I didn't
interrupt. The fuck you interrupt me for?
I just laughed.
I had a point and I fucking lost it.
You were talking about like there is a theme. I'm forgetting the theme about these movies.
Oh yeah. So the theme about that movie is that somehow these people did something that they weren't supposed to, and this person Jigsaw is the judge.
Yeah, he's
right? In a sense, which is already sickening in his end. Because he's taking the law within his hands. But yeah.
No, I know.
You know.
Damn, dude. But other than that, baseball season's back.
Oh yeah.
No, the spring
starts
train.
in
Spring train's they're already moving.
Ohani. What's his name?
Oshanti. I honestly still can't pronounce his name. Ohanti. O'Shea
Ohani.
I don't know. I still can't pronounce his name. But yeah, baseball season's almost back. I'm excited for it still. We have 3 Clásicos coming in. So I was saying, I'm sorry, I got a little distracted because Turkey had to walk out on me like mid podcasting right now. As you guys know, he works from home, so he actually had to go take care of some biz, you know. But I mean, I didn't want to leave the podcast alone and unfinished. So I will be doing the remaining of the podcast by myself. So it's Lalo remaining, and I just want to say a little thing. If Chivas don't fucking win this next, at least 2 out of the 3 Clásicos, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. We need to win 3 out of the 2, and I don't care because I did leave off as that we were gonna talk about. I was gonna bring up the Clásico, and I'm not gonna talk about scores. I'm not gonna talk about what happened in the past. I'm not gonna talk about what's gonna happen. But I want Chivas to take at least 2 out of the 3. I don't mind losing one. But let us take 2 out of the 3. But with that being said, guys, so for Valentine's Day, I went to go see the Growlers. The Growlers were. Oh, I'm sorry, not the Growlers. Brooks Nielsen, from the Growlers, which performed the Chinese Fountain album, um, Chinese Fountain album in its entirely or entirely, whatever, however you said. I'm sorry, however you say it. I'm not even spoken well. But anyway, oh my god, it was such a beautiful experience. The show itself, because I never seen Brooks Nielsen without the Growlers. It's my first time. Growlers was a band that I would watch like 2-3 times a year. To the point where I lost count of how many times I've seen them. And I was like, well, I can't miss this album being performed by him in its entirely. But it was such a great, fucking awesome experience at the Will Turn. I sang. Well, I wanna say I sang, but I was yelling for the most part. I've caught myself looking at videos of. I don't even know why I do this anymore. Like I record videos of bands that I go see for whatever reason, and I never look back at those videos, and I don't even post them. It's like what the fuck? Like why am I wasting my my memory on this? Like I don't see why I should be recording. I mean, maybe like on a story, but then again, like the next day is so cringe. I just look at it and I listen to myself, and I'm just like, "Fuck, you're not even singing. You're just fucking yelling the words, and you sound like you're like like I don't know, just I don't know what's the proper word, like just like a madman, just yelling out the lyrics." Um, but I did catch myself, and I do that a lot, and I want to just tell those people who do follow me that I'm sorry for that, and I don't want that to happen again. And if it does, I'm sorry. So a quick just a quick update on me before I close this podcast down. So at the beginning of the year, I had to go to a doctor. I got sick, and I was already gonna go see the doctor for whatever reason, but yeah. Anywho, I made it upon myself to say that I wasn't gonna drink, and I think I might have misworded that. Um, I don't want to drink. That I can end up drinking for a reason or for something or an occasion, then that's one thing. Um, I just don't want to say I don't. I want to quit drinking. I love drinking. Like a lot of people know that. For me, who know me and know that I drink and I have a good time. I don't drink and I have a good time. But you know, like they say, a great beer comes great company. So, um, I have gotten, I think, like drunk already twice this year. Um, and I mean, did I disappoint myself? Yes. But do I regret it? No. Um, Another thing too, I did stop smoking. I've only smoked once, I think, since I this year, and it was I was in Vegas, so um, but other than that, like I'm giving it my best. I don't fiend for fucking cigarettes. I don't go bumming cigarettes off people when they're smoking. I realized that I don't like the smell of smoke. I like the feeling of smoking, like the what how it makes me feel. Like I was having this conversation not too long ago with somebody how um and I think we had it here with Turkey in the podcast where now like cigarettes are like a stigma. Like, like back then, everybody who was smoking weed, you'd be like, "Oh, you're smoking weed," or now it's the other way around where s- smoking cigarettes is cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes is almost illegal. Like it just looks illegal just by people telling you not to smoke around them or the way this the smells, right? And I get it. I mean, I don't think shit, for God's sakes, like I've seen videos of people smoking weed in front of their kids, and I'm just like, all right, then, but that's none of my business. I just wanted to say, if you see someone smoking and you don't like the smell of it, and you're in an open area, then just, I mean, you could ask them nicely, or just get away from them. That's it. Um, Other than that, I personally don't like the smell, but as an ex smoker, or I guess that you call me an occasional smoker, because I would say that I think if I was to have a drink with a couple friends and I wanted to socialize, I think I would probably grab a smoke. But as of right now, I don't crave it like I used to. I used to have this routine where, like, halfway through my to work, I would smoke a cigarette, and then when I will get to work, I will probably or probably not. I most likely will if my coworkers are smoking a cigarette, then I'll smoke one with them. Otherwise, I just don't smoke with them. Like, or I just don't even smoke at all. But I have a routine where, like, okay, after I eat, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, or um, like there was a routine in my head that I kept in my own self. That I was like, oh, okay, but I realized that I don't even think about it anymore. I'm just like not smoking. I'm just that's what it is. Like, I hope that people who are trying to smoke could be this easy for people, because honestly, like, I think the only time I really crave it is that when I drink, and the two times that I've had drinks, like, I've craved it, and one of them I did give in, the other one I didn't, and luckily I was able to just put it aside, just not even think about it, and just go to sleep and wake up the next morning. Um, Other than that, with that being said, guys, I don't want to just ruin you with my cigarette talk, but I will say, Turkey, I love you, fool. Shout outs to Turkey. He's out there putting some hard work hours to, that earn that buckaroo at the end. Shout outs to Brian. Happy birthday again, fool. Um, Shout outs to everybody who listens to this podcast. I'm not gonna go on forever anymore, and I hope that everybody had a lovely Valentine's. Is it Valentine's or Valentine's? Oh, whatever. I'm probably saying both, and I don't even know it. But anywho, with that being said, I want to say thank you for Turkey, who always puts in his hard work into this podcast too, because he did do the two episodes by himself without me, and I really appreciate him. If he only knew, and if he listens to this, I hope that he knows that I care deeply for him. That if there's anybody who I would jump in front, jump in front of a bullet for, would be him. Well, yeah, is that what the way it's supposed to phrase it? Yeah. If there's anyone who I would jump in front of for just to get a bullet, it would be him for sure. And I mean, there's other people too, but he's definitely one. And I would definitely give a kidney to get a kidney to him. I owe a lot to him, and his friendship, it means everything to me. And I just wanted to say that. And with that being said, guys, if you have a good friend, if you have a best friend, a lovely person you love, or just a best friend, I guess, someone who's there for you, tell them you love them. Tell them you care. Could be a cousin, could be a brother, could be just your parents, could be your best friend. You know, there's good people out there in the world, and that's what we need in this world. With that being said, thank you, and Rastafari, peace, and thank you for listening to the Parallel Boys.